What's up, guys? This is Justin from the Board Game Losers, and I'm here. Just wanted to shoot a video, honestly. I was working on some things, as you cannot see currently. Working on some minis, doing some Tainted Grail. Oh, that's backwards, isn't it? Hold on a second. Let's rotate this. Transform, rotate, whoops, transform, rotate. Dang it, transform. Oh my gosh, transform 180 degrees. Transform, rotate 180 degrees. Dang it, not FaceTime. 12x. Transform 180 degrees. There we go. That's so much better. So, I was painting these minis and kind of was just thinking about a video I saw today. Quackalope and Board Game Code did a video that talked about like how to start out as a YouTube creator or whatever. But it made me think about a video that I've been thinking about doing. Oh gosh, thinking about doing for a while. Dang it, I keep hitting that. And really, it's just a conversation, just my thoughts. So I thought while I'm working on painting this or doing this, this is Tainted Grail, by the way. So as you can see, these minis are pretty dope. Now I've already primed these, and essentially what I'm just doing is I primed them. I'm putting some Quick Shade Army Painter Strong Tone on them, and with skeleton bone, and they're coming out like that, and then I'll seal them. Not doing like painting like I've done in some other stuff in the past. But it just kind of made me think of like I said, a video that I want to do, and the video that I wanted to do was to kind of have a conversation about the YouTube community, and especially kind of like starting off, but just how to do it, right? Because for me, 3 or 4 years ago, however long it's been now, like I didn't have a clue how to do anything, right? I started out, there was a game, I wanted to do some videos for it. I had been watching Robert Oren, who is, I would say Robert Oren is the genesis of kind of this, got me thinking, hey, I can do this. And I did the videos, and I just kind of learned as I went. But it's the longer I watch and the more people I see, and some of these people that I like that are content creators have way more subscribers than I do, obviously. The way that they approach, like how they do stuff, right? So here's my thing. I'm going to start painting while I'm talking, so pretty much don't worry about this view because I'm going to be looking down. But the way that I see it is that, we're all in this thing together, right? I'm doing this, I do this because I love it. And I just love board gaming, and so I want to share that. Now, obviously there's a lot that goes into sharing that, right? When you talk about making the videos and stuff, and how do you do that? There are setups where you've got hundreds of dollars for cameras and all this other stuff going on, and it looks amazing, and they spend hours and hours in editing video, and they have all these cool rigs and stuff. They got all these video cameras and angles that you don't see, but they use, but you can't tell it in the video, and and that's awesome. But not everybody can do that, right? Not everybody can afford a $700 camera or 3 $700 cameras to film with. And not everybody has a ton of time and a ton of technical expertise, which is fine. But the one thing we all have that's consistent is a love of board games and wanting to share that. And that's why we do what we do, right? That's why we invite people to the house. That's why we have game nights. That's why we have game days. So we have a core gaming group that we play with. And so there's been a lot of times I would consider myself a content creator. I'm not a very big one. I'm not a consistent one. I don't, in a dream world, I would probably be able to do this full time, but I'm not naive enough to think that that's going to happen anytime soon because, I have a family and I have other obligations and I want consistency. Right? So I can't just quit my job to make videos and try to get people to support me, either company wise or subscriber wise. I enjoy what I do. What really, in the grand scheme of things, I suppose, what little I do get to do. I enjoy having a community, and I've met some people and played with some people, and that was my goal, right? I mean, that's my goal is just really my goal for this channel is to just bring people together and for us to play. I mean, I would love to get to the point where I'm not even worried about content creation. I'm just facilitating gameplays, and we just do them on the channel where other people can watch. We can do some live streams and play different things with different people, just because we love the hobby. Not to make a bunch of money, not to try to get free stuff from a vendor, not to try to outdo somebody else on the web, on the YouTube, another content creator on another platform. No, just to play games and have fun. But I watch some of these other people, and it's funny because they'll do a Q&A, and somebody will be like, "Hey, I love your videos. I love what you're doing." They're like, "Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. How do you do it? What do you use for your camera? How do you do your lighting? How do you do da-da-da-da-da?" And then all of a sudden they dry up. They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to tell you how they do it, because they're like, "Oh, well, I can't tell you that. That's like, that's just that's a secret. Can't let the cat out of the bag. That's a secret sauce. I can't tell you how I do it. That's something I'm gonna hold on to." And they do it. And the person, the most recent one that I saw, that I watch, love their content, that said that, I thought, they've got a full-time job. It's not like this, what they're doing for the channel is their only job. They have a full-time job. And they do this kind of like on the side. And I was like, why? Because here's my theory, right? My theory is that there is out there in the big wide world a ton of you guys. Some of you guys just watch the content that's out there, but you watch it because you love the hobby and you want to be a part of the hobby. You want to be part of a gaming group. You want to have that experience. And I think that you probably got some great ideas. I think that you could do some good content, some fun content. You could reach you could reach somebody that I can't reach, that because maybe you like a different mechanic. Maybe you like a different theme. Maybe you would focus more on painting instead of playing. Maybe you focus more on mechanics. Maybe you focus more on a specific, heck, even a channel dedicated to a specific game, like maybe Zombicide's your jam, and you just, everything Zombicide. That's all you focus on. There's nothing wrong with that. That would be awesome. Because I guarantee you, if you love it, there's somebody else out there that loves it too. And so getting them in on that would be a great way to keep them engaged, to get us talking, to get us meeting each other online, and maybe potentially even at a convention or something. But for those of us that are out there that would love to go to a convention that can't because it's either too expensive or there's just not enough time because we have other obligations, whether it's family or friends, or we take care of our parents, or we take care of our children because they're young, or because they've got need some extra care or whatever. We can still bond together. We can still do content, and we can still make it accessible for everybody. But when I go on these channels and somebody says, "How do you do that?" Because somebody's interested, because they want to share, because they have a passion just like all the rest of us, a passion for the board game community, and they get stonewalled because I guess somebody's afraid that they're going to take their viewers or something like that. It makes me upset, and it makes me sad, because that is not the way it should be. Guys, I'm going to let you on a secret. I use 2 iPhones and a couple of webcams and some really cheap stuff from Amazon for mounts onto the table, and I've borrowed stuff. That's how I've done this for 4 years. I don't have expensive cameras. I don't have expensive lights. Got a cheap set of lights, again, off Amazon at one point. Help me with lights. But that's it. I haven't spent, hundreds and hundreds or thousands of dollars in gear to do what I do. Now, are there better ways to do what I do? Probably. Would I have, probably better content if I spent a whole lot more time with better gear, once I learn how to use it, and editing, and just spending lots and lots of time of doing that, and doing, dedicating myself to do, so many live streams a week, or stuff like that. Yeah, I could probably have a better channel. I'd probably have more people eventually. But I'm not doing it to get the accolades. I'm not doing it because I think I'm going to be the next big thing. I do what I do because I love playing, and I want to share it with you guys. And I figure if I'm playing, there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to share it with you guys while I'm doing it, right? Because I'm going to play either way, so to me it makes the most sense. But it just frustrates me when I see people online ask those questions, and I get, they get those kind of responses where they're just shot down. I think we should help each other. We should help each other. If that's what we want to share, we should help facilitate that. Like I said, one of the things that ultimately I want this channel to be about is about the community. I would love to just facilitate playing games with people that are part of the community, with you guys that are watching. If it's a game that I've got, let's play it together. I mean, I remember, I've taped a lot of stuff, but the first game that I ever streamed was with Tristan. I'm in the U.S. He is in New Zealand. 16-hour difference. But we both love Wonder Cult of Barnacle Bay by Panda Cult Games. Amazing game. You should check it out. You've seen me play it on the channel. There's a Kickstarter coming up this year for an expansion. What's it called? Oh gosh, what is the name of the expansion? It's LeCluck, Revenge of LeCluck, or I can't remember. Gosh, it's escaping me. Of course, now that I'm talking about it. If I wasn't talking about it, I'd be able to. Anyway, we both love that game. We streamed it for 4 hours successfully. How? He had a webcam. I had my cameras. Phones. Doubling his cameras with OBS. We did it for 4 hours. And it was wonderful. Super fun. I would love to do it again. I did the stream with Jeff. Not too terribly long ago. Now, unfortunately, we keep having scheduling conflicts. But we are going to get back together and do something else. Hopefully after the Empire, since that's the one that ended up getting canceled. Something came up and I had to, like it's my real life work came up and I had to do something and I couldn't do it that night, which is fine. But I digress. I'm just saying, I want to encourage you guys. If you have a passion for this and this is something that you want to try, just try it. I mean, it's kind of like painting, right? And again, I'll go back to Rob Warren. Watched Rob Warren for a lot of years. And I've watched Rob Warren paint. This is primarily, I think, really how I first found him was painting. And then, of course, board games too. But he did a lot of painting. I was like, oh man, that's so awesome. And I'd watch him paint and he would be like, he'd always say, just, why do I do this? Just pick up a brush. Just try it. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just try it. If it's something you like, keep doing it. If it's something you find out that's not for you, that's fine too. Nothing wrong with that. But his channel was for everybody. It didn't matter if you could paint. You could be the best painter in the world. Great channel to be a part of. You could be the most horrible painter in the world. Guess what? Still a great channel to be a part of. And that's what I want. That's what I want my channel to be like. I'm part of Rob's channel under a different name, and I watch his stuff and I support Rob. I send him emails of encouragement, tell him I like his content, comment on his content, support him on Patreon, right? Because I love his content. And does everything he do necessarily interest me? Not completely. Like the War and Pieces stuff, some of those games like that, they're not bad games. Just not anything I've really ever done, and not like, my go-to game. But I still enjoy the content, and I think it's great that he does it, because there's a ton of people in there that love that content. So, having said all that, I just want to encourage you guys. If this is something that you enjoy, that you want to do, it doesn't have to be perfect. Get you a webcam and just film and just talk about what you like to do. Do the best that you can do with what you got for your videos. Let all the other stuff just happen naturally. But I can promise you, if you share what your hobby is, and it doesn't take but a couple people, like, I think we're at like a little over 400 subs. But obviously, the number of people that actually watch the videos, the number of views on a video is like, nowhere near 400. But that's okay. I keep putting them out. Now, I got kind of like two options, right? Because I could look at that and I could say, that's a lot of work. 400 people that sub, I'm only getting like 15 people that watch the videos. When I do them, it's not worth it. My time. It'll be very easy to say, just don't worry about the channel. Just play, do my own thing. Life would be simpler sometimes. I wouldn't have to worry about trying to get stuff done, and it would just be simpler. Just play with my game group. Go on. But I don't want to do that, because I want to share this amazing hobby with you guys. I want to introduce people to new games. I want to be introduced to games. So when you leave in a comment, you go, "Oh, you should try this game." And it's happened. I've had somebody do that. Somebody leave a comment, and I'll be like, "Man, I have never heard of that." And go look at it. I go look at it, and I say, "Holy crap! How did I not know about this? That's an amazing game. I love this game. I'm gonna like this game. This is my jam." Case in point, 18xx stuff. Didn't know anything about 18xx when I started. That kind of genre. Started watching Heavy Cardboard. Loved their content. They played some 18xx games. I was like, this is way out of my league. There is no way. That stuff. Let me move this over here so you don't keep getting that. That stuff is amazing, that I'll never be able to do it. Some other guys in my group, looking through it, watching it, said the same thing. And one day, somebody, because they kind of had an idea, and they had seen, heard him talk about 1846, which, you can't see it, but it's somewhere on the shelf. So I think on the middle one right there. He was like, "You know what? Let's get it and let's try it." And we tried it. And we were like, holy crap, this is amazing. Amazing. But I would have never known anything about it if I hadn't watched another content creator. So, just I know I'm rambling, but I'm just painting and talking. We'll see how many people actually watch this video. But I just want to encourage you guys. Support the people that you love. If this is something that you want to do, it's super easy to do. All you need is a webcam. OBS is free. And you're set. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to have 50 angles. You don't have to have still shots and shots that move. Start it, stop it, put it together. Do one huge long thing and move your camera around. I think of Rado, when I first started watching him, he had the camera and he was just moving it, like looking as he was looking, playing with one hand, filming with another. His content's great. Your content can be great too. Don't let the technology mess with you. If you ever have a question, there's people that know way more about this than me. I don't have a Discord. I don't have all that fancy stuff. I just turn on the camera and do my thing. And that is a great place to start. Like I said, I have a laptop. I have a couple phones that I use OBS and a couple webcams. Bought some cheap cheap things on Amazon. That's all you need. So there you go. That's my thing. If you're a content creator that ever watches this, help other people. You may have 32,000 subs. You may have 1 million subs. Don't forget the little guys, because we all had to start somewhere. And there's a ton of content creators. You that are watching this right now may be the next Dice Tower. You may be the next Rahdo. You may be the next TV Cardboard. And we want to support you. I want to support you. So, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel, hanging out with me. Until next time, I'm Justin from the Board Game Losers, and I'll see you, ladies and gentlemen, in the next video. Bye, guys.